Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Dalita, and this is Mindfulness with Dalita. I'm really excited to talk to you about something today, and I call it brain tales. No, got nothing to do with brainstem. It's got everything to do with fairy tales. And the fairy tales are in your brain, so I call them brain tales. Now, what are they? Okay, so you watch TV and you may be watching a program that is funny but has controversy, and people are saying, oh, I'm so stupid, why'd I do that? Or you're out in public and you hear this. The negativity is all around. People say it when they drop stuff. Oh, why I'm so silly. It happens. Okay, the problem with this is it goes into your brain and it stays there. And then it's like cussing. I'm sure you know someone that cusses a lot, and it's just habit for them. It's habit for them just to, repeat them. All right? For me, words are powerful, so I try to be very careful with that. But this part is when you're listening to all these negative thoughts, or maybe you just feel crappy one day, and you're just down, who cares? All right? Oh, there's another one that goes into your brain. All these little things, your self-worth, how you look at things, how you react to them, how they make you feel, okay? It's negativity and it's coming out. Okay, you're not dropping your pen and saying, oh yay, I have to pick up my pen, which may be a better way to think of things, I get exercise. But no, we don't think of it that way. We think, oh God, here I go again, I dropped my pen, what an idiot. All right, so we have these things, these negative things from TV, from being around our friends, to going out. It's everywhere. Everybody has this. The problem is that they don't see how to eliminate it, because it actually brings your energies, it weakens you, it brings your energies down, and we want to bring them back up. We want them up. It's funny how a lot of people, when they first start out thinking that, okay, there's negativity in my brain, how do I get rid of it? Well, don't overthink it. It's the past, and we're moving forward, which is great, okay? Those things that are running around in your head with the negativity, when you start to drop your pen or what have you, and you say, I'm such an idiot, or you spill your coffee over the table, and such a klutz, these type things. What you do is every time you hear this within yourself, okay, you hear this, you literally hear it coming out of your mouth, say to yourself, okay, thank you, all right, we're gonna get rid of that one. Because what is happening is, and I've used this analogy before, is it's like a phone, your phone. There's apps running in the background. Well, these negative thoughts are waiting for their chance to pop out of your mouth, and we don't want them. So when you start to say one, go ahead and acknowledge it. And when you acknowledge it, what happens is you start to delete the negative responses. Okay? It's like recognizing a color and saying it's blue. When you're a kid, you know, you recognize colors. Okay, so you're going to recognize what you're saying. And what you're saying is highly important. Like I said, words are power. Words are very powerful. And you can mess them up talking to someone, and you know. So when you have the negative thoughts in your head and you start to speak them, recognize them. Just go ahead and recognize them. And as soon as you start to recognize the little faux pas, let's call, since we're going to be correcting them, when you start to correct them, it's going to feel really funny, because they're going to start coming out of your mouth like if you spill something, or if you're late, or if you forgot something, you're going to, first thoughts out of your head are usually negative, like, oh no, what am I going to do? How can I forget that? How could I be so stupid? And I do not like using the word stupid, so this is kind of hard for me. There's just different ways that you express yourself daily. Everybody does. And when they express themselves in a way that it comes out negative just from an action, just a silly action, like dropping your pen, I could come unglued, or I could say, okay, I dropped my pen. The space in your head and your brain, your energy and your balance is very important. And if you take your balance with the negative thoughts like, I'm so stupid, or why can't I do anything right, and why does this always happen to me, here's your balance, it's going down. It's just hurting you inside, and you really don't express it clearly without these negative thoughts, and it goes down some more and some more. So all they're doing is playing in the background, and you got to get them out of your head. So a new habit takes approximately 14 days to a month, depending on how bad the habit is. Okay, and I'm not talking about addiction or anything like that. I'm talking about regular, you know, everyday habits that everybody has. When you start to realize that you are saying these things, they're going to start erasing in your brain, and the scenarios are going to start going away. And when you drop this pen, or you spill your coffee, or what have you, it's okay, because you're going to replace it with boings. And you know what? That works. If you want to replace it with whatever, replace it with something positive. It's like waking up in the morning. The kids got you up early in the morning, all right? You can think, oh, they got me up so early in the morning, I'm so bummed. Or you can say, hey, I get more time with my kids. It's not that difficult. You can't find your keys for some reason. Okay, you can go around the house and you can cuss and everything else, or you can change the thinking just a little bit. Maybe you have misplaced your keys because it's going to prevent an accident. Maybe the timing is in and out, and you're going to,
need to get that negative thought out of your mind.
Thank you, Oscar. I need to get the negative thought out of my mind. Awesome, because I'm stuck. And the negative thought made me stuck. That's perfect, Oscar. Thanks. I love it. Okay, so I had negativity right now, and you got to see it. I don't know how he's going to do his magic on the putting this together. You know, he's a great producer, but I bet he puts this in. I hope he does, because I did. I had a negative. I just blocked, and I couldn't go forward. And it's partially because I'm saying all these negative words and things like that, and it was bringing me down. I don't know if you could see it on the screen or not, but it was bringing me down. So regularly, I don't say negative things. I tried to start this with my children, you know, when they were very young, you know, leaving and going, you know, to school or something like that. And instead of telling them, you know, be good, don't do anything wrong, I would always tell them to be safe. And I guess this is what I'm trying to say, is your brain has the capacity to hold the positive or hold the negative. If it holds the negative, it's going to keep pushing you down. The energies are just going to be bad. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to get them so they're in balance, the energy and the balance, okay? So to do that, recognize what you're saying and when you're saying it, and to who and how. It all has its purpose. You do not have to be a spiritual person that always goes to church and, you know, come across that way to people. What you need to do is just chill out, redo what you're thinking, and go for it. Hey, go for it. That reminds me, I want to give a shout out to gozo.io. They sponsor us, and if you use my name, Dalita, they'll hook you up, and they'll be really good to you. So I really appreciate that. And I want you to think positive, and positive things come out of your mouth. Because when the positive comes out of your mouth, I'm serious. Try it for 15 minutes. Try it for 5 minutes. Have affirmations. Say things to people. Smile at someone. And you're going to feel this coming way up, and you're going to be balancing, and it's going to be awesome. And you're going to feel it inside. It's going to be wonderful. You're going to feel lighter. And you'll be getting rid of the repeating in the brain, that looping in the background, that app that's always going. The negativity will slowly diminish and go away. So it's perfect, okay? I want you to give this a try. People have been leaving me a lot of personal messages on my Pumpage page, Mindfulness with Dalita, and I really appreciate that. Or they PM or DM me directly, which is great. I love that. People in my group, they're wonderful. I just love you guys. And I'd like to hear some ideas about what you would like to talk about. So bring them on, okay? And if at all possible, I will give it a shot. Okay, and until next time, I will see you later. And think positive.